Jimmy Fallon welcomes Elizabeth Olsen. NBC Tonight.
Check your cameras. Trust only the best. Protect your family, home, or business with 24/7 armed response. Remember, AmeriGuards it.
Lithia Subaru of Fresno proudly supports tonight's first segment of local news that matters. Lithia Subaru of Fresno. Subaru. Confidence in motion. KC24 News begins with your forecast first from your local.
I'm Chief Meteorologist AJ Fox. A lot less wind in the valley. Barely 5-mile-per-hour winds right now in Fresno. Temperatures were significantly warmer today. We're still pretty warm. 75 right now in Fresno. 66 though right now in Madera. And looking at our live radar, it's clear. So is our valley cam. Pictured from our own building. Looking out, you can see that our skies remain clear. Tomorrow, we're going to keep it in the 90s for Cinco de Mayo, even with some clouds coming our way. Now, getting into the weekend, the issues become strong winds, much cooler temperatures, and potential blowing dust. I'll have your complete forecast coming up. KC24 News at 11 starts right now.
Local news that matters. This is KC24 News at 11.
It was terrifying. It was just really sickly, and it's really hard to describe this feeling that I feel.
Coming to the aid of Ukrainians through artwork. We'll have the story of how one local artist is fighting to help her family escape the war-torn country. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Alex Zombalakian.
And I'm Stephanie Baruchian. New at 11, remembering lives lost. The city of Delano flying a thin red line flag outside the council chambers today in honor of International Firefighters Day. Our Juanita Adame spoke tonight with the father of a fallen fire captain from Delano, killed in an arson attack on the Porterville Library 2 years ago.
Ramon Figueroa told me that although the Porterville Library fire happened 2 years ago, he wants to honor his son, Porterville Fire Captain Ray Figueroa and firefighter Patrick Jones, and make sure they are never forgotten. Ramon Figueroa had an idea, and he decided to bring that idea before the Delano City Council.
When I went before them in March the 21st, they put it on the agenda.
Fly the thin red line flag in front of City Hall on May 4th, International Firefighters Day.
They refer to it as the thin red line flag because it has a red stripe. It's the one red stripe among all the stripes in the American flag.
Figueroa's son lost his life in the line of duty.
My son was from Delano, so that's why I was asking if they would consider flying the fireman's flag to honor all the firefighters, and including my son and Patrick Jones, who also lost his life on the library fire.
Figueroa said that almost immediately the council approved.
When I went to the council meeting, they voted there while I was there, and they approved it. And what was a little bit even more surprising and satisfying was that once it was approved.
It was back on February 18, 2020, that Porterville Fire Captain Ray Figueroa and firefighter Patrick Jones rushed into the burning Porterville Library after reports of someone possibly trapped inside. The smoke and fire quickly consumed the building, killing them both. Figueroa had been with the department for just 15 years. Jones had been there just 3. And today was a special way he paid tribute to not just his son and Patrick Jones, but all the firefighters who have been killed while answering the call.
Well, like I said, it was really heartwarming because it showed that, they do have recognition for first responders, firefighters, and police officers, all first responders.
Investigators determined that the library fire was set by 2 unidentified teens. They face charges of murder, conspiracy, and arson. They check in with the probation officer daily but have not gone to trial yet. They allegedly set the fire when they were 13. Under California law, if found guilty, they will have to be released when they turn 25. Juanita Adame, KC24, local news that matters.
Developing tonight, we're learning more about the heart-wrenching murder of two babies in West Central Fresno as police identify the suspect as the children's uncle who revealed a shocking confession. The suspect, 29-year-old Philemon Robert Hurtado. Police say Hurtado used gasoline to light the house on fire. The two babies also identified by police today. 5-month-old Calix Hurtado was the nephew, and 18-month-old niece Catalea Hurtado. The children's mother, Hurtado's sister-in-law, suffering severe burns, remains in critical condition tonight. Now, according to police, Hurtado lived in the home with his brother, sister-in-law, and niece and nephew. He does not have a criminal history, but admitted during an interview with police that he set the house on fire because he wanted to kill everyone inside.
There really is no rhyme or reason for him to do something in such a horrendous manner. Didn't provide an explanation for us.
And Hurtado also recovering from injuries, and as soon as he is cleared to leave the hospital, he will be booked into the Fresno County Jail for charges, including 2 murder charges and 1 attempted murder.
New information tonight on what has been the single deadliest attack on Ukrainian civilians so far. The numbers apparently far worse than initially believed. In Mariupol, a new Associated Press investigation suggests the mid-March bombing of a theater killed nearly 600 people, double the figure initially reported. Newly released satellite images show smoke rising from the city's old steel plant, where hundreds of civilians and fighters are hiding. But Ukrainian officials say Russia is losing ground despite almost constant shelling on the northeastern city of Kharkiv. And troops 11 villages in the region.
And here in the Valley, a creative push to help the people of Ukraine. Local artists supporting Ukrainians with a silent auction. Ksee 24 weekend anchor Jennifer Ortega joining us in studio now. And Jen, one artist has her family stuck in Ukraine.
Tells me she felt helpless here in the States, seeing her family and friends struggling in Ukraine, that she knew even the smallest gesture like selling art would go a long way.
When war started, I tried to think, what can I do?
Marina Holiday says she's lived in the States for 25 years, that her heart is heavy seeing the images coming out of Ukraine, where she still has loved ones.
It was terrifying. It was just really sickly, and it's really hard to describe this feeling that I feel.
Holiday says she immediately got to work with other artists from Scarab Creative Arts in downtown Fresno. She started with something small.
I was making some pins and necklaces featuring Ukrainian colors, Ukrainian flag colors. My friends here at the studio and I decided we need to do something else.
That's when they decided to hold a silent auction and posted the event on social media. Now they have about 40 artists involved and over 60 pieces of art for auction.
I feel in these situations that it's never enough.
Artist Heather Hubbard says it was a no-brainer to hold a silent auction during Art Hop, where people will have a chance to bid on pieces donated by local artists and even art and colors of Ukraine's flag.
I'm super emotional. I mean, this is a very tumultuous time to be on this planet, and my dear friend Marina, we've been friends for so long, and I see how she's touched by this. And I'm touched by her concern for her homeland.
Artwork will range from $25 to a couple $1,000. All the money raised will go to the organization Doctors Without Borders in Ukraine that helps with medical aid.
As a community, it's a very I'm really honored to be part of this.
Holiday says she's already raised about $7,000 to send to Ukraine and hopes to raise a couple thousand more during tomorrow's auction that starts at 5 o'clock. In the studio, Jennifer Ortega, Ksee 24 local news that matters.
Thank you, Jen. The man charged Harpy Village over the weekend, pleading not guilty to murder. 18-year-old Bryce Robinson is accused of killing his 60-year-old father, Brian Robinson, Sunday night. Police say the men had been in an argument and the son pulled out a knife and attacked his father. Bryce Robinson remains behind bars without bail. He's due back in court next Tuesday.
A local man whose business went up in flames now trying to pick up the pieces. Our Esteban Reynoso sat down with the son of the owner on how he plans to rebuild the family business.
The sign right behind me pointing to Jerry's Refinishing is still here, but go ahead and take a look down the alleyway of what's left of the business. No longer standing here. A business that is now being revived with what's left.
It survived the fire.
Holding the one thing he could salvage, a wood sander left from a fire that completely destroyed his father's business.
It smells like smoke.
Victor Balderaz plans to start again, this time from the garage of his apartment home.
Yeah, this is the beginning. And I got a note from my daughter. She said, never give up. So she motivated me, you know.
A single dad, he wants to continue providing for his family, doing what he knows best. His first project after the fire, the vintage 1920s chair we interviewed him in.
I had to get the ball up and rolling all these years. And it's time for me to start back up.
Losing the business and tools isn't smothering the pair's efforts to do what they love for those who need it.
My deepest apologies to the people that had furniture in our shop. That's what hurt the most. Losing their furniture.
Fighting back tears, Balderaz recalls a project he was working hard on for a customer who will never get to see the final product.
And it was almost done. And I told the lady, come in and look at it. She goes, oh, I can't make it this weekend.
Then the fire happened, turning plans for the future to ashes. For Balderaz, it's a life lesson forged by flames.
They say no rush. I mean, I want to get it done as soon as I can so I can get paid. But I also want them to get a good quality job. That's what I was taught. I wake up in the morning and I had to say to myself, right, my skills did not burn down.
Balderaz told me once the chair is complete, he'll go ahead and sell it on eBay. Now, they did start a GoFundMe. You can find the link to that on our website, yourcentralvalley.com. In Fresno, Esteban Reynoso, Ksee 24 local news that matters.
Law enforcement officers in Tulare County who laid down their lives in the line of duty honored for their bravery today.
Department Officer Richard Wellington Smith, Tulare Police Department, end of watch, January 11, 1947.
This Peace Officers Memorial was held at the granite monument erected in their honor at Burrell Avenue and Woodland Street in Visalia. The ceremony honored the sacrifices of officers in Tulare County dating all the way back to 1889.
Still to come here at 11, credit card fees charged to businesses going up.
And why that could make already high consumer prices even higher.
Also fighting a serious disease by sipping a little wine and whiskey. A fun evening to support an important cause.
Your weather headlines for tonight. It's going to be hot for Cinco de Mayo tomorrow, followed by a slightly cooler and breezy Friday. Then the real wind arrives for the weekend, and it will bring much cooler air. Your 4-day allergy forecast brought to you by Boz Allergy will be in the high range through Mother's Day with oak, ash, and birch, the predominant pollens. And I'll have your complete forecast as Ksee 24 News continues.
I'm waking up my day, so let's get it started. Turn it up, turn it on, keep the morning moving right along. Yeah, I'm waking up my day, you make it feel alright. I'm waking up my day, waking up my day. Don't you know I'm ready for whatever comes my way? I'm waking up my day.
The 3-row Subaru Ascent. Room for up to 8 passengers. Standard eyesight. Standard symmetrical all-wheel drive plus up to 27 miles per gallon. Coming from Kelley Blue Book's most trusted and best overall brand for 2021, the 3-row Subaru Ascent. Love is now bigger than ever.
Get to Subaru at Fresno, where every new Subaru comes with complimentary maintenance included.
Hey everyone, tonight we have an all-new show. Elizabeth Olsen will be here. Willie Geist will be joining us. And we have a performance from Nora Jones. It is a great show tonight.
New Tonight Show on NBC.
No matter what's happening outside with the Lennox Ultimate Comfort System, it's always perfect inside. Not just perfect air, perfectly tuned to your home air. And operates whisper quiet.
The Lennox Ultimate Comfort System. Perfect air, fully realized. Don't you wish everything was perfect? Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
Call Donald P. Dick Air Conditioning today.
KC 24 News is brought to you in part by Jacoby and Myers.
Now, AMS certified Chief Meteorologist AJ Fox with your local weather authority forecast.
Well, we definitely got hot in a couple of spots in the valley, although Fresno doesn't qualify. Remember, of hot is 90 and above, and we only got to 89 today. That's just shy of that mark of me calling it hot outside, but it was definitely above normal. 79 is average, and we were nowhere near the record of 100 degrees set back in 2004. Right now we're at 75, and that's pretty mild for this time of night. 62 in Hanford, 66 in Madera, 64 in Visalia. Compare that to 24 hours ago. Still significantly warmer. Look at Lemoore, 11 degrees warmer than this same time yesterday. This is a look at our Valley Cam at Cahuilla Health down Visalia Way, and you can see good visibility out there right now, and otherwise very clear skies, and those clear skies are going to be what's changing for us tomorrow. Now, live radar says clear. Satellite picture also shows us clear skies, but if we look a little bit outside of our viewing area, we see some clouds starting to move into Northern California. There's a front associated with it. Now, the front's not going to reach us, and according to Futurecast, it's only going to throw a full of the clouds are going to remain well to our north. That's where the front actually is, and so we're still on the warm side of that. That's why I think our temperatures are going to get into the 90s tomorrow. Now, as I said, a few clouds coming our way here and there. I'm going to call it mostly sunny during the day, and it means our temperatures are going to be hotter, even a little bit hotter than where they were today. Overnight low, 53 in Tulare, 51 in Corcoran. Coalinga, 57 degrees, 54 in 5 Points. San Joaquin, 53, 52 in Madera and Chowchilla, 54 for Merced. Los Banos, same. Our high temperatures tomorrow, got a couple of 80s in the North Valley. Los Banos and Merced, 88, and then the rest, all 90s. 90 in Madera, 91 in San Joaquin and Coalinga, 92 for Huron. Lemoore, Kettleman City, both 93, 92 in Tulare, 93 in Porterville, 92 in Pixley, Delano, 90 degrees exactly. Our air quality is going to be mainly moderate, although Merced County getting a bonus there. Good air quality expected tomorrow. Your renewable solar forecast, very high numbers, but higher for Friday and Saturday because we'll have a little bit of cloudiness for Thursday just to sort of take the edge off. But tonight and into tomorrow, we are going to expect clear skies. Look how warm, 60 degrees. When you start that warm, you're going to get hot in the afternoon. So we get hot tomorrow, 91. Cinco de Mayo is definitely going to be hot, mostly sunny throughout the day. And a northwest wind up to 15 miles per hour. That comes later in the day. And so the breeze around 15 miles per hour on Friday, that'll bring us down to 87. Then we're going to see our temperatures drop significantly this weekend as the winds get stronger. 25, maybe even 30 mile per hour winds are going to be not out of the question for this weekend. They'll end on Monday during the day, and then less wind for Tuesday and Wednesday will allow our temperatures to come back at least a little bit, but lower 70s next Wednesday is still way below normal. Your regional forecast is available on our website at yourcentralvalley.com, so please go check it out there. And Mother's Day, 71 degrees and windy. I mean, windy all day. So, you know, outdoor brunch things might be, you know, find an indoor restaurant that you can go inside.
That's a good idea.
Or if your mom's out there like flying a kite.
Oh, yeah. What a great idea.
That was a long shot, I know.
Make the best of it.
Right.
That's what you got to do.
Thanks, AJ.
All right, time to send things over to Scott Bemis.
All right, Scott, what do you got for us tonight?
Well, guys, ex-Bulldog Taylor Ward
comes up with a huge homer tonight in Boston. And we'll show you Aaron Judge having another special moment in Toronto. Plus, a Merced High senior had a day to remember on the softball diamond. She makes her way into Be Mrs. Best next in Sports Central.
23 exceptional young women excelling in academics, athletics, community service, and leadership. Join Ksee 24 in the Junior League of Fresno for the Senior Girl Athlete Scholarship Awards. Education matters, so let's honor these young women. May 11th at 7 p.m. on Ksee 24.
Today, buying drugs is as easy as sending a text or ordering online. And while not every illegal drug sold is laced with a deadly amount of fentanyl, there's only one terrifying way to find out. Parents, please talk to your kids about the dangers of fentanyl-laced drugs before it's too late.
You don't have to wait to say sale is on now.
You're invited to beat the crowds and save with incredible values for every room in your home.
We have all the looks you love to get your home ready for summer. All at our lowest prices, all in stock and on sale.
At More Furniture, value meets style every day. And with additional sale pricing store-wide, our prices are unbeatable.
Visit morefurniture.com to preview all Memorial Day sale specials.
Smarter spending pays off with EECU's Visa Platinum and Visa Classic credit cards. Save money with our low APR on everything you buy. 99% APR on everything you buy and on every balance you transfer. Now through June 30th, 2022. We'll even waive the balance transfer fee.
Getting an EECU credit card is definitely the smart way to go.
Apply online at myeecu.org. EECU. Smarter banking since 1934.
Ksee 24 News is brought to you in part by Jacoby and Myers.
Now, Sports Central, presented by Toyota.
The 3-1 home.
Yes.
Ward sends it drive toward the monster in left center field. And it's gone! He got it!
Ex-Bulldog Taylor Ward did it again. The reigning American League Player of the Week with a 2-run shot in the 10th. Wednesday night at Fenway, his 6th of the year. The Angels win this one, 10-5. Now, the Yankees saw their 11-game winning streak come to an end Wednesday in Toronto, but there was a cool moment involving Aaron Judge before the game. The ex-Bulldog met with 9-year-old Derek Rodriguez and the Blue Jay fan who gave him the Judge home run ball Tuesday night, a moment that went viral on social media. Judge also signed the baseball, gave the young man a pair of his batting gloves. Derek says Judge is his favorite player, and Mike, the Blue Jay fan, is his new best friend. Back here in the Valley, the first-place Fresno Grizzlies entering Wednesday on a 7-game winning streak, fueled by an offense with the highest batting average in Single A and the 5th highest in all the minors. That offense went a little quiet Wednesday night against Modesto, but with the help of Valley native Braden Ward, the Grizzlies would scratch out a run here in the 3rd. After a Ward doubled, a speedster out of El Capitan and Merced steals 3rd, and moments later, he scores on the wild pitch to make it 1-0 Grizzlies. Ward's got 11 stolen bases in his first 19 games. He's hitting .380 after 2 more hits Wednesday. Unfortunately, despite shutting out the Nuts for 7 innings, the Grizz bullpen gives up 2 in the 8th, and Fresno falls 2-1. Meantime, Visalia drops another one on the road at Inland Empire. And in the big leagues, the Dodgers take their 2nd straight from the Giants, 9-1. In the high school ranks, Clovis West beats Buchanan 5-4 Wednesday night in a big track showdown. These two now tied atop the track with another game between the two happening Friday at Buchanan. Finally, that video a little better than the rest. It's Be Mrs. Best. And we take you back to Tuesday, Merced softball hosting Patterson. And what an afternoon it turned out to be for Bears senior Hannah Izakov. She hit 1 home run, then later, some more good contact over the wall in left center. That's home run number 2, but she wasn't done, no. She'd go deep to right center for home run number 3 as well. Her magical day helped the Bears win 11-2, clinch an outright Central California Conference title. And perhaps more importantly, it also gets Hannah a coveted spot in Be Mrs. Best. Have a day. Her final stat line, 4 for 4, 3 runs scored, 6 runs batted in. Yeah, pretty good day. We'll be right back.
I looked at our electric bills, and they keep going up and up and up.
There are times where we have rolling blackouts.
And so I knew that there was going to have to be something I could do.
One of my friends highly recommended Semper Solaris.
Semper Solaris is Fresno's local veteran-owned solar and battery storage contractor.
We just said we've got to be different. We got to keep our word. We have to do the right things for the customers. Work hard and keep your word. And that's what we do every single day.
The savings are better than what I expected.
My last bill was actually a credit.
From my experience, I would say I would go with Semper. Don't go looking all around.
I said, I want the A-team. I want the best of the best. This was the A-team.
From the beginning to the end, they have been the best.
Semper offers new AC systems with a lifetime warranty and new roofs with a 50-year warranty. Go solar American style with Semper Solaris. 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments until 2023. Get the federal 26% solar and battery tax credit. $500 downloadable coupon. $500 off for military first responders and healthcare workers. Call now or visit sempersolaris.com.
We're for fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart and the styles to make you stand out. Now through May 8th, get a free $10 Tulare Outlets gift card when you spend $200 or more. Visit TulareOutletCenter.com for more details.
Sometimes choosing can be difficult, but at Corner Bakery, we're making your choice simple with Choose 2 options every day. Choose 2 of your favorites and turn a simple lunch into a perfectly paired meal. And we're not talking about a few Choose 2 options. Pair up any sandwich or panini, any cafe fresh salad or warm simmering soup, or any pan sauteed pasta. So many kitchen crafted options, so little time. Your perfect Choose 2 combination is waiting at the Corner Bakery.
Experience the possibilities of anti-aging medicine at Maj Medical Clinic. Dr. Majzubi's treatment uses the healing benefits of your own stem cells for your optimum health.
I had stabbing pains in my legs from the neuropathy. I did a lot of research, and it kept coming up with stem cells. It was a miracle, honestly. I felt better the next day.
If you're suffering from asthma, COPD, arthritis, autoimmune disease, or other neurologic conditions, call Maj Medical Clinic and see if stem cell treatment and cellular therapy are right for you.
Now YourCentralValley.com pros who know.
Swelling, cramping, and redness in your legs can be signs of circulatory issues. See your doctor and keep moving to keep your blood flowing.
For more expert advice, go to YourCentralValley.com/pros who know.
Swipe fees for credit cards are going up, and some senators want to know how merchants are affected by this increase. Major credit card companies usually charge businesses for every transaction. Last year, merchants paid out more than $77 billion in fees and more than $28 billion in debit card fees. Experts say these fees ultimately push up prices.
Can't do anything else but to bake the fees into all of the costs that all consumers pay, including low-income Americans.
Are looking into options to bring prices down, while some businesses say credit card companies have just become too powerful.
The city of Merced handing out stimulus payments to residents classified as essential workers during the pandemic. Qualifying workers will get a one-time $500 payment. More information and registration forms can be found on the city's website. You can also call the program coordinator at the number on your screen.
Still to come at 11, an evening of whiskey and wine and fun to support the fight against a serious disease.
A great turnout, as you can imagine, to support the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society with one of our co-workers as host. We'll tell you all about it next.
Midland Tractor has a history of partnering with local growers. We bring the latest technology to our customers and provide on-site training and startup with a promise to stay until your equipment is performing as it should. Midland Tractor Equipment Solutions, guaranteed.
Brighten up your backyard with a new Tough Shed building. When you need to add more room for storage, a home office, or even a place to entertain, the Tough Shed team can bring your dream space to life. You can even add some springtime color to your new shed, studio, or garage with our free paint special. Don't let this season and these savings get away from you. Design your building online at toughshed.com. Call or stop in to see your local Tough Shed team. Dream, design, deliver, install. Tough Shed.
Rawhide Baseball is here. Come to Valley Strong Ballpark for your chance to see the next big league legend. Rawhide Baseball is affordable family fun. It's minor league baseball that gets you close to the action. See your Rawhide take on the Fresno Grizzlies at Valley Strong Ballpark May 10th to the 15th. Get your tickets now at rawhidebaseball.com. Sponsored and brought to you by Bueno Beverage Company, the Central Valley's best local beer distributor.
Owning your own home is a dream come true.
So many Californians never missed a mortgage payment before COVID.
The pandemic hit all of us hard.
We could use a fresh start.
If you've missed mortgage payments during COVID, California Mortgage Relief can help save your home. Direct payments to your lender to cover missed payments. No fees, nothing to pay back. Find out if you qualify today. camortgagerelief.org.
Get fast, reliable internet for any budget. Act now to get Xfinity internet for a great low price. Or visit Xfinity.com/free to see if you qualify for the Affordable Connectivity Program. Qualifying customers can get free high-speed internet for more streaming, chatting, and gaming on all your devices. Ready for more value? Add Xfinity Mobile for as little as $15 a month. Go to Xfinity.com/free, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today.
It can be tough to make ends meet, especially for young adults. The cost of health care and the rising cost of food. You don't need to struggle to have your basic needs met. One call is all it takes. At Kauai Health, our community outreach team will walk you through the process of getting qualified for programs like CalFresh and Medi-Cal. We connect you with Valley programs that will allow you to eat healthy and stay healthy. Call Kauai Health Community Outreach today for a brighter future. Health Navigator Project funded by DHCS and Kauai Health Community Outreach.
23 exceptional young women in community service and leadership. Join Ksee 24 in the Junior League of Fresno for the Senior Girl Athlete Scholarship Awards. Education matters, so let's honor these young women. May 11th at 7 p.m. on Ksee 24.
A fun evening tonight at the Painted Table in Fresno to sip some wine, whiskey, and raise money in the fight against cancer. This was a fundraiser for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, organized by a local woman who's in the running for the organization's Woman of the Year. The hope was to raise thousands of dollars to help find a cure and help local patients battling cancer.
I feel like this is such a small thing that we can do to help these less fortunate people that don't get to go outside and don't get to participate because they're stuck in a hospital dealing with their unfortunate struggles with cancer. So if we can do this to give back, it's no-brainer.
Ksee 24 Sunrise anchor Caroline Collins stayed up late tonight to serve as the MC of tonight's fundraiser. Hopefully they made a lot of money.
Yes, a great night to be out as well before the big temperatures come tomorrow.
Right, we're going to get hot. Now today we were close. We only got up to 89, but tomorrow we'll a couple of degrees hotter, and that puts us into hot territory. Finally, the breezes return, and then the real strong winds this weekend push our temperatures down to the lower 80s, lower 70s, then the mid 60s. So there's a huge drop in temperatures. Quick math, 24-degree drop in temperatures from Thursday to Monday.
That is huge.
I'm making sure that my math is good. That's good.
I think it's right.
That was really good math on the fly.
Quick
really
math.
good.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right, that does it for us. Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you tomorrow. Good night.
The early bird wins more. Buy your Granville Home of Hope ticket now and you could win a brand new Granville home. Plus, $2,500 in early bird prizes from Quality Furniture and Grocery Outlet. Your money stays local. Purchase tickets now.
You've had no choice.
No choice. You've been looking for no choice.